So we just got word that one of my personal favorite Jordan 1s is next up for the Reimagined treatment. And we also just learned that Nike is stopping production of their auto lacing sneakers.
All that and more in today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast. Let's roll the intro.
So I have a fun fact for you.
Okay.
We are 721 watch hours away from being monetized on YouTube.
Really?
Which is pretty interesting. So you know what that means.
1,000 watch hours?
3,000.
Okay.
That's a lot. So you know what that means. If you're watching
this,
this,
not bad.
If you're watching this, watch at least most of it. We would really appreciate it because it'd be cool to make some money on this. Because why not? But
we speaking of, we hit 10K on TikTok and we just got monetized.
Crazy. That's nuts to me, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But
it's been 2 years, man. 2 years of grinding.
A lot of grinding. But no, I was just looking through the analytics for the page on YouTube, and I was like, I'm curious because that's something I've never really checked on YouTube, just like the monetization status. And I was like, we're pretty close. That's not too bad.
What we do have going for us is their long episodes that people listen to. So
exactly. So I give it 1-2 episodes if y'all are generous. That would be sick. But no.
700 people watching our episode. That's 700 watch hours. I didn't even
there you go. That. Gang. But yeah, no, I just thought that was interesting. How's your week been? I know you were just at the lake house or something for the 4th.
Yeah, I was up north. Used to be my grandma's cabin. Now it's my aunt and uncle's up in Detroit Lakes area in Minnesota. So we were up there for the weekend. It was nice to unplug. I was ready to come back though. Came back Saturday and got back to it.
There you go, man. Any fun little projects in the works or trying to knock anything out before SneakerCon?
Yeah, so Bailey cleats. Breaking news: the Jumpmans didn't work for him, unfortunately.
Damn. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, kind of a bummer. Not the worst deal in the world, but the sole was too flimsy. The back heel wasn't padded enough, just not good enough to pitch in an MLB game, which is fine. So I'll get those back. Keep them as a sample. That never worked. If somebody wants to buy them, then hit me up, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're cleated up and stuff. But we got 2 more pairs I ordered. Some KD3 All-Stars, maybe. Let me find a picture of them.
Yeah, no, I'm curious.
They're I don't know how I haven't seen these before. KD3 All-Stars from 2023. And
not too long ago.
The most Twins color I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah. Those are slick too.
So we know he likes those. This is the other pair that he pitched in. That is one of them, and then the Kobe 8 Halos as well. We got on the way. So
that's the all white,
of those,
right?
What was that?
The all white is the Halos.
Yep. So that'll be good for one game.
And then I was about to say that's a one time. That's like a white Air Force One.
I think it would be cool because you'd really be able to see the dirt stains on them, and I might spray them with a little repellent too, some Reimagined or dirt repellent or whatever you call it. But so those are on the way. I had a Champs sports ad go live this morning.
I saw that.
Those get confirmed.
It was good. I thought it was solid.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they Champs sports. I mean, haven't worked with them on a paid side yet, so it was interesting to see how they function. But it was super easy. I know the team over there really well, so it was good to go live. It was some Adidas Rivalry Low Lux that they're sick.
I have seen those because I've been going to the mall just a little bit more recently just to sort of shop around. I saw them at Cumberland and I think at Lenox as well. And the quality on those was nuts.
Very, very Fear of God-y.
Exact. That midsole, that was the first thing I thought of because there was that pair. And then I think there's a pink version as well. And straight
Mm-hmm.
away, I was like, okay, okay, I see what they're doing. But six
Yeah, it's
shoe,
surprising that you can get them for like $100.
right? It's not bad.
So,
There's a ton of
yep,
stuff out there
that
that's cheap, man.
that went live, and then past that, just kind of getting ready for SneakerCon, trying to get ahead on work stuff so I can be ready for that. I will be out there Friday to Monday. I got my flight booked, got the hotel booked too. So
Rock and roll. Rock and roll,
excited.
dude. Yeah, dude. I'm very excited for it, but kind of the same as you. I've just been knocking out all the videos I can, at least beforehand. I got a nice little plush shipment of early pairs in, so I've just been
Well, we got to
grinding
see
out.
those now.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been grinding out these videos for the past few days, and I just finished all of them. But the Jumpman Jack in Mocha, they're okay. They're fine.
Not a
It's
fan. Too dark.
it really is, and it's hard to capture on camera, dude. Like it's just so
I bet.
black. But I was very vocal in my review. I think the Sneaker Knockers review went live today, but I did another one that's different for me. Very vocal on the fact that I'm like overhyped, overpriced. That's just where I'm at with it. It's okay, but for $200, I don't see it. I don't think it's going to stand the test of time. I think it's just
No,
a
it'll
blip.
resell still, but
100%. But I just don't think they're that great. Pink women's exclusive Jordan 4. I actually liked how these looked on foot. I had them on with like some black pants, and I was like, it's not bad.
they look
But
fake to
they,
me because I'm
dude,
so used to seeing the blue, and now it's just pink, and it's like one of those weird knockoffs that used to come out.
100%. And when I was looking even at the photos that I took of them, it looks like they're so photoshopped because the pink is just so vibrant. And I was like, these don't even look real. But I mean, suede's good. Definitely not my first choice, but I feel like since it is a women's exclusive, that we'll probably see them around a decent amount because the ladies love the fours. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah,
all
we
right.
probably will.
It's all right. Then the Columbia 11s. Cool shoe. Cool shoe. Not much else to say. It's a classic. One of the first out of the Jordan 11 batch, I believe, back in like 1996. So it's all right. I think the third, fourth release that we've had of these.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really special, in my opinion. But also picked up just some stuff from Nike. Finally got the Pegasus 41s. Super, super bright highlighter.
That is a bright colorway.
Yeah. I wanted to get the all cream pair that I showed on my story the other day, but I kind of want to do a different video in these of me like actually running because I live right beside a pretty popular trail. So I'm like, okay, I could maybe do something with that and it would look good, out in the wild on camera. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I may try and go down there and shoot the video tomorrow, actually, just because
There you
try and
go.
get everything finished up before we leave. And then
Mm-hmm.
traded in my black and red pair of the Lunar Roams for this. I think it's called just Bone Cream and White. I just think this is a cool shoe and I want to wear it, but the all
Yeah.
black, I just couldn't do it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all right. I'm excited. I really want to just make this my new daily shoe. Like give the Vomeros a break
Good one.
and just see how they actually are because they're not like as cushioned as the originals. So maybe they're solid. I don't know. Got to break them in. But yeah, outside of that, finished up all the Sneaker Knockers videos for the week. Let's see. I did like 3 of them between today and yesterday, which was awesome. I
Pounding
just
those out.
weight off my shoulders. And I haven't been, I don't know about you, I just haven't had the energy to make 1-minute videos anymore, especially on TikTok, just to get that little, to get paid for the videos. Essentially, they have to be a minute long if you don't know and you're
Interesting.
listening.
So
And
what are
I
they,
just,
like 30 to 45 seconds?
what sucks is they all end up being like 48 seconds, but I just don't. have the energy to write 10, 11 seconds of just bullshit just to make the video a little bit longer. I'm like,
That's interesting because I was minute 20 to 30 forever, and now I'm
yeah,
pushing myself to slim it down to like a minute 5.
yeah.
And if it's a 30-second video, I'll post it at that. Like I'm not gonna BS it to get that paycheck, but
Mm-hmm.
I have the problem of like mine are loosely scripted depending on what the video is, but I'll kind of just rant like the sneaker news of the week. Those are tough to get down because there's so many drops, and I'll
Oh
put in my
yeah.
thoughts on a lot of the pairs, and then those are tough to get down. But if it's like a review of a shoe, then I'll talk about all the stuff. I'll show it on foot, blah, 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 and then it's a minute 20. So I'm really trying to get it down to a minute so I can post. I've
Yeah,
been starting to
dude.
post on shorts, and sometimes just lop off the last couple of seconds. But I mean, full transparency, TikTok's been paying not bad the last 2 months. It's been north of $1,500 a month. So it's like
That's nice. See,
it's
mine
enough to
completely
worry about.
dropped off, which was
Well, mine
crazy.
did too. For
Yeah.
last summer, it was insane with the slide
Yeah.
reviews. I mean, the numbers there were astronomical, and then it slid down in winter and stuff like that. And now it's I don't know. It's been a couple of good months, which I've had a couple of videos pop off. Like the Factory Lab video did pretty good. The
Nice.
Artifact video did really good, which I was not really expecting to, but it did.
It's
I
a
got
unique
Voids
shoe.
coming in soon, which I'm hyped about.
Nice.
Soul Savvy just got them in, so um, I got to get the red and black and then the Ghost too. So,
Mm,
but yeah,
rock
no,
and roll, dude.
it's not been bad.
Yeah, I just haven't had the energy, and it's been more enjoyable for me to not sit there and just editing it, making it longer,
mhm,
trying to find B-roll to fit. I'm just
I
like,
get that.
whatever. And you know, that's just me. But also got a ton of great responses because I posted last week my little lens for my iPhone, and I was like, did anybody know these were a
Mm,
thing? Should I do a review? I got damn near 100 DMs being like, yes,
wow.
yes, 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 yes. So I'm like, okay, that'll be one of the first things I do when I get back from LA. So I'm excited to sort of experiment a little, step
I
outside of
like
the
that.
boundaries. Yeah, it should be fun. And then I think the week after I get back from LA, I'm going to Miami, which should be fun with Mo. So it'll be sick.
There
And
you go.
then
What's that for?
just for he does a lot with like stock trading and stuff, and he has a whole group that he sort of started, and they're opening up an office down there, and he wants me to come
Oh,
check it out. He's asking me to move down there and make content for him, and I'm like, no, I'm not moving to Miami, dude.
anything
Like,
you're moving to Minnesota, get
I'm
out of
like,
here.
the Miami's the last place I want to be. It's too hot, and it's just
I would never live in Miami. I couldn't.
no,
Just the
man.
lifestyle. I can't afford it.
And that's me too. I'm like, dude, that's like that's just too much. So
Well,
he's like,
Atlanta, I mean, like where you're at in Atlanta too, like that's spendy enough.
it is. It definitely is. But that's just like the next level. So he's like talking about flying me down once a month or something, help him figure out content and then call it at that. And I'm like, that's better than nothing. But so we'll see.
How close are you to the airport?
I mean, I'm like 30 minutes away. It's not bad.
See, then it's fine because I do that with New York,
Yeah,
Blazonary.
it's easy. So go to Miami. And then after that, I guess you and I are going to Phoenix, which is pretty cool.
Tentatively, have you
Possibly.
been booked for it?
No, I just said yes. And then they were like, cool. So we'll see. Maybe, maybe not.
Sneaker Expo in August.
Sneaker Expo. I'm excited for it. I mean, like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine. But it's one of
No, I
those.
think just LA. LA should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. We got to pack your mic. Make sure you're good to
Seriously.
go there.
I was thinking about that right after I'm done recording this episode. I'm like, okay, I have to pack this
You got to
away.
pack it up. We got to bring it. And yeah, I mean, I was even thinking, I don't know how to do it with another person. I mean, might have to get another mic, but I think we try to set up at least one in-person interview with somebody.
I think it'd be cool. I mean, really, they could, I guess, just like use their phone. But
Maybe. I mean, I could go pick up a mic from our. I mean, a
I'm
couple
trying to think.
$100, whatever.
I'll
Not to just
have
have
I'll
it.
have my Rode wireless goes as well, and we could just lav them up or have them hold that and just
Yeah, that
record
would
the whole
work
thing.
too.
It's
Could figure
possible.
it out.
We'll mess around with it. We'll have equipment with us regardless, but
Yeah.
I'm
So we got
stoked.
that. Oh, hats.
Mm.
Dropping Friday.
Friday. Oh damn,
Friday.
you weren't lying on your story when you said stay
Friday.
tuned.
Yeah. So we shipment came in a little late. I just texted Daniel actually like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He just said coming in later today. Perfect. He's getting them, and then he's going to overnight them to me. I'm going to do all the influencer shipping this time around, so then I'm going to overnight them to everyone that will get some. You'll get them to put on display because you don't wear them.
Gang gang. What's up there, baby?
There you go. Bring a couple out to SneakerCon LA. If I'll make a deal, if somebody wears previous Winona Kicks collaboration to SneakerCon LA and finds me, I will give you a hat until I run out. I'm gonna bring, I don't know, 5 of each, whatever, hand them out to people. But the only, unless I'm like feeling real generous and it's like somebody like I've connected with in the past and I want to get one to them, then I'll be giving him to them. But the only other way to get one, it would be in hand, which I imagine they'll be sold out by Saturday because they sold out in like 4 minutes last time. In this colorway, this blue, we're doing blue and green. The blue I've been wearing nonstop. It's literally Timberwolves colors. Like, it's perfect. We actually got the M on this one, so I'm going to get them to all the Twins players because it's going to look like Minnesota. It's like Twins colors. So, yeah, if you didn't get one drop day and you wear a previous collaboration to SneakerCon LA, I will be filming for Blazing Area around the event both days. Come find me, and I will get you one.
That's exciting. That'll be cool, man. I'm very excited to check those out because the quality details never disappoint.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat it, dude.
So yeah, I'm very very excited for SneakerCon LA. I think because it's my 3rd or 4th year going. I don't know why, but I'm like overhyped to go because you're going, and that's like it. Like, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like way better. So
it'll be fun this time.
It'll be a lot of fun. Also, I texted you. You never replied.
That makes sense.
Classically ghosting me. There's a Angels game that night.
Oh yeah,
like Friday night.
Anna was saying the same thing. So
like
we'll see. We'll see. That would be fun. But yeah, Anna's been looking through all the sightseeing apps and everything, so she has like a plan. She's like, we could do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. So it's only one day of driving around LA, so we'll see what all we can do. But no, yeah, going to the game would be fun. I would enjoy that. So
when do you get there? Friday?
Early, like 7:30. So we'll.
Okay, I think I'm landing at 10:30.
We'll have a rental car. So we'll be just driving around, cruising. So we'll figure it out.
Good deal.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
All right, let's jump into some news.
Let's do it. Did you see? I know you commented on this on the list, but
yeah, I'm plugged in with this company. Come on, man. They've been plugged in with me for years now.
I figured you were. So this was crazy to me because I didn't know about this until I was on, I think, Nice Kicks. But so the London sneaker brand NoTwoWays says no to Nike. That's just like a crazy photo if you're watching this or listening. So it's a photo of the Nike headquarters, and someone, with an airplane just wrote @no right above the Nike headquarters, which is their Instagram handle. So celebrating the launch of their latest silhouette, the No.1, The brand signed their Instagram handle in the sky directly over the global headquarters of Nike. And it's rumored that they rejected an investment opportunity from Nike, I think previous same week, something along those lines. But yeah, you're locked in with the brand, so I just thought this was an interesting story to open up with. But what do you know about this? Do you know anything about this?
I've just kind of reacted to some stories
Yeah.
of people at the company.
Yeah.
Let me shoot my guy a text, see if he wants to get a quote for the pod.
That would be
Yeah,
actually really
I've been
dope.
plugged in for a couple of years now. I've a ton of their shoes. I've
Mm-hmm.
posted about their shoes. They were the first company to ever seed me shoes, which is very interesting because they're UK based. I was in Minnesota, super small, just on TikTok, and they've been super nice. And they seeded me like every pair for a while.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Now they're getting very big, and they do some big stuff, and they have some big people under the belt. So this doesn't surprise me, knowing them and knowing the team. I mean, if you look at
Mm-hmm.
their content going back 2-3 years, it's like they knew what they were doing. It was founded
Yeah.
by the YouTuber Calix, who's a UK YouTuber. He's like buddies with KSI. Like he's one of those, like a Logan Paul of the UK. Um, and so they get content way more than other companies do. Great marketing on this one.
Yeah.
Great marketing on this one. I mean, to come out with the silhouette, they're super nimble with it, with coming out with new stuff. They have a great designer. Uh, Rockwell Prince. I can't think of his last name. Princely, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's got some Winona Kicks hats. Like we're pretty close, which is
Slick.
fun. So yeah, I like this. I think it's smart. The quality of shoes that you get for the price from NoTwoWays is ridiculous. They're very, very, very nice materials, very high quality. 85 pounds for a pre-order for this shoe. Absolute steal if you're
That's
actually
not
going to wear
bad.
it. It's very low key. They're very comfortable. My dad has a pair of them. I have a pair. I mean, I love NoTwoWays, so this is pretty cool. So
Yeah. I thought it was just a fascinating story. And I really think this shoe is nice as well. They reached out to me, I guess like a month or so ago, or maybe two, wanting to send over some of their other sneakers, and I just wasn't personally a fan of them. I was just like, I mean, I'm not gonna wear this, and it's just gonna sit in my closet. So I was like, look,
they
I'll,
have some interesting stuff. Like the
yeah,
foams are a little interesting.
yeah. And
Um,
I didn't want to be mean, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling any of these at this time, but I'll let you know, or you let me know if there's another sneaker that you would like for me to do a review on or check out. This is one I would definitely check out. These are slick.
yeah, I think it's reflective. You got a little 3M. It's cool. It's cool to see a company not fold under the pressure. Like a company that's actually doing stuff
Seriously.
interestingly. Uh, I mean, you can just tell with the UX design of their website. It's very new. It's very modern. They have good photos. I got a little rat running here. Origins. Board. What is this? Let's see what we get
I
here.
liked the description for this shoe as well.
They even have a little game you can play if you sign up.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that. Great
tight.
marketing. Yeah, they just
Go
here's
back,
some of their other models.
read the
This is a
description for that shoe, the number one. I forget what it said, but I was reading it earlier.
it's time to start saying no. Our formal answer to selling our soul. The shoe is the shoe for if you're not like everyone else and you don't do the obvious thing. Comes October. That one's a pre-order.
I was like, not selling her soul to Nike. I feel like that was kind of the jab they were given. Yeah, but now their
So
other
I have this
stuff is
pair.
tight.
Like you can see the photos. It's just the whole thing is very clean. I love these models. They're very, very comfortable. The hikes,
Those
big
are
fan of
clean.
those. The foams, I got these. They did a high top. I'm a huge fan of those. But like the materials on this green pair and this white pair, like A1, and they're 120 bucks. So
That's not bad.
they got some
Yeah,
cool
see,
colors.
they hit me up about that baby blue pair, and I was just like, ah.
It's a tough one.
I
It's a
know.
good like looker on content, but I've never worn my pair. I have the pink pair that was like a friends and family too.
Yeah, but I mean, all their other stuff is slick. No hate, no shade.
There you go. I hit them up, so if we get a comment, I'll add that here. But
I would love it.
another big one. I think we're on different sides on this one. I'm pretty disappointed. Nike is retiring the auto lacing adapt shoe series and the app.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
I feel like, I mean, same, but you know, I mean, I posted it on my story the other day where I was like, I feel like it's just kind of always been sort of not a scam, but it's just sort of a gimmick where it's like, oh yeah, but here's the future. Like, I'm not gonna pull out an app just to lace up my shoes every
You
time.
don't need to. You
Yeah,
don't need
there's like the button on the side, right?
You don't even need to do that. Have you ever had a pair?
No, 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 no.
I posted a video of the orange. I'll show you a picture of them. And this is maybe why I'm biased because I've had a pair of them. The charging pad was cool. It was a cool display pair, but then you wear them and you don't have to pull the app out. You don't have to do anything. Here's the pair itself. This pair, the infrareds,
Mm-hmm.
pretty futuristic. It was a little on the heavy side. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But once you step in, there's a pressure plate under the insole that it auto laces right when you step in the shoe.
Interesting.
Which I don't think you knew about.
No.
Which that was really cool. And then if you pull your foot out with it already laced up, it'll unlace itself, or you can press the side buttons. I just thought some of the models were really, really cool looking, like futuristic looking.
I
Yeah,
agree.
there's some dumb ones.
There's one that I really liked. Yeah, there's one that I really like. I think it's the Hirachis. I think it's what they were. It was like the Adapt Hirachis. If you scroll down a little bit, they look slick. Those, the like runner looking ones. Yeah.
Never seen those.
Dude, when did they drop? What year does that say? 2017? It's too small on my screen.
2019.
2019. Yeah, so they released when I was working at Champs, and one of the guys I work with got the yellow pair. And just in person, they looked so slick. And I wanted a pair so bad, but I was like, the retail price was just so high. I was like, nah. But it is a cool concept. I just, with how expensive it was, I just don't think people really were looking for that at the time.
So, devil's advocate, very expensive. We're in a different sneaker market now than we even were 5 years ago. Stuff's not selling, stuff's sitting, especially when you have technology like this. They did do a lot of pairs of them.
Yeah.
I just, they even have a golf shoe. Lunar Adapt Golf. That's definitely not auto lacing.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bummer because I don't think there's any harm. Maybe it's a whole department that they have to close. They lay off people. Like it's a real bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just bummed because the Nike Air Mag probably won't come back self-lacing.
Which is such a bummer because we were talking about that heavy on last episode, and it's like, oh, okay, so I guess that's the nail in the coffin, but kind of a bummer on that end.
I'm like, as motors and technology gets better, the technology is only going to get better. Self-lacing, and you put this tech into an artifact dunk, that would be pretty cool. Like, I don't think it hurts. Like, that's already kind of pushing the boundaries, and they definitely have other stuff in the works that we probably don't even know about. But
absolutely,
it's a bummer. I think it's a bummer. It's the one thing that Nike was doing that no other company was doing that was actually unique, and now it's canceled, which is a bummer because there's no other company that's done a self-lacing shoe, and it's probably very money intensive and research and engineering intensive. But there was always a potential. You always thought down the line that, hey, when they put this in a pair of Jordan 1s and the tech is so good that you don't even have to think about charging them. You don't even have to pull your hat. Like, that was where I always saw it down the line, when it's in every shoe and you don't even think about it because it's so easy and so mainstream. But
Yeah.
maybe they'll bring it back. Who knows?
I'm sure they will eventually. Like, it's going to get to a point where they have to figure something out. But I feel like at this point, they're just trying to slim down or trim as much fat as they can to focus on bringing back 100 sneakers for 2025 that will make them money, which segue into the next topic, if you want to do that. These I thought were crazy. I'm so excited, but so nervous. So we just got word that Nike's bringing back what are they, just the UNC? Yeah, the UNC Jordan 1s.
UNC highs.
But they're reimagined. So what do you think they're going to do to these? It makes me so nervous.
I don't know. I don't know where they go with them.
This is like the one Jordan 1 that I have wanted for so long, but just never, because I'm not a fan of red. So any of the red ones I can easily pass on. Blue and green, I love. This is probably the main reason why I love the Obsidian ones so much, because I'm just like, it's right there. It's close, but it's not the same. So
I get that.
It's tough.
I don't know. I think this was the final nail in the coffin for me on. I'm tired of the Reimagined stuff. I don't know.
Same. How long are we going to do this? Just bring back the original.
I don't know. I mean, I just want the white cement 4s back, which I know we're getting them. And then, I don't know. I feel like it would be cool if they, like, I feel like we talk about this every week, a new Reimagined coming out.
We do.
And then we just talk about how, like, one of their cool projects that didn't get a lot of love and nobody really wore them is done. And now it's just like retro the stuff, make the bread, whatever. Maybe that's why NoTwoWays said no. Like, they're like, we want to do new stuff. We have a bigger vision than you guys.
Yeah. I mean, they're just, we talk about it all the time. They're just relying on nostalgia, which is fine to a certain extent. But if you want to move the needle, you got to be the most innovative sneaker brand in the world, which
it's boring, man. It's boring.
For a long time, we thought that's what Nike was, but I'm so excited for those, and I hope they don't disappoint me. These, though, right up your alley, maybe?
I've never been a Black Cement 3 person.
That's
this is our
right.
first look at the Reimagined Black Cement 3, coming out November 23rd of this year for $220. Ooh.
Damn, that's soon.
No, never been a fan of the Black Cement. Kind of, not as much as the white cement, though. You know me, I'm just not a all black. It's kind of switching. I'm starting to find some models that are darker that I'm liking, but I don't know. It's funny because I was listening to the Complex podcast, which shout out the podcast boys. I do not listen to any other sneaker podcasts. It's like once you're in the world, like you don't, I don't know. So I listened to it the other day for the first time in like forever. And I didn't realize Joe LaPume, is it Joe LaPuma? Joe LaPume?
LaPuma, yeah.
Puma, okay. I didn't know he was like an all black shoe guy, which is like the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of funny.
It's crazy. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just different personalities. But yeah, I mean, these no yellowed midsole looks pretty true to spec to the originals. That toe, the lower leather part looks like that cheap leather that they keep using and that I'm not a fan of.
I'm sure it is. How are we still taking images that look like they were shot on a potato?
Probably because they are, dude.
That's what I want to know.
People working in these factories, not saying they're like poor or anything.
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
No. Like, I mean, Nike's got a bad history with some.
That's fair.
And stuff like Apple, like all these big companies do, but like, who knows the repercussions of somebody like leaking one of these. You with all these early shoes, you're probably like single-handedly ruining people's lives by getting these in early. So
Probably.
don't try to take the high ground here. But no, they're probably just trying to snag photos quick and then like
Yeah.
not get fired for it. So
And they sell those
the
photos too.
watermarks are something else, though. The watermarks are ridiculous. It
Yeah,
looks like we have a full ring around this one and a watermark, which does not help at all.
I guarantee some worker, because what they'll do, most told me that like they will take the photos and sell the photos to like platforms or individuals for like
So
$2,000,
there's their bonus of the
$3,000.
year.
Exactly. I'm like, I would do that. Why not? No one's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
know. He photoshopped
That's how
out
they do.
any sort of indicator of where he is. So it's crazy. What a
I don't know.
world.
I will not be going for these. I did a 30-day wear test on the white cement Reimagined, and I got those in the sell pile right now.
I don't blame you at all, honestly. But yeah, it's not one that I care about. This, I'm honestly so tired of seeing. So we just got a sort of a leak, I guess. This is a possibility for next year. So we're getting a Swarovski Air Jordan 1 High. I just don't care. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to
This
say about
mock-up's
it.
terrible. If it looks anything like this, that's such an L.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be more in detail than this. The photo we're looking at, if you're listening, it's just a Jordan 1 and someone photoshopped diamonds on the swoosh. That's it.
It's bad.
But I don't think, and maybe I'm just closed minded. I just don't think sneakerheads really care about having diamonds on their shoes. There's probably an audience for it.
I think there's more.
Depends on the shoe.
Swarovski behind it. It's kind of. I'm just thinking of this as the Dior highs. It's very similar, luxury high top.
If the quality is like grade A, then cool, do it. But time and time again, we're just kind of disappointed. Which sucks, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
For me, I don't know.
Next one, Tekken 8 Nike Air Foamposite 1.
Sir, I'm hyped about these.
Are you? I don't know what that is, but I have to say that these are trash and do not get them because my boy Flex Luthor really wants these. So
I saw that too.
I was like, all right, bet. Yeah, these are terrible. Don't even go for them. But they kind of look all right. It's got like the eggplant Foamposite look, but it's cracked. And I like that.
I don't know anything about whatever.
Oh, that outsole. That's tight. Go back to that.
I don't know anything about Tekken, but I saw these and I was like, this is sick.
Yeah.
It's got like a blue lightning.
Fist something. And then something on the other one, I assume.
Even look at the leather. You even get a little mini swoosh.
Details are tight.
Yeah, these are cool. I like. See, now this, the box is cool.
Box is amazing. I love it.
Now this I can get behind. Come out with more special box. Like if you're gonna do the return of something or do a new drop that you really want to get some press behind and you want to charge $350 for it, do it like you did the Jordan 17 Lightnings. Like that box was ridiculous. Retail was ridiculous. It was a hype drop. It did well. That I can get behind. This has a crazy box. These are probably going to be $350. They're probably going to be limited.
Yeah.
Do it. Like I'm here for it. Like sell 10,000 of them, make your 350. Like this is cool. Like there's something to it. Like you're bringing a story. If somebody's a Tekken fan, I don't know what this is, but maybe an old video game or something behind it. But I think it's cool.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, neither of us really know what this is. I definitely should have researched it.
Kazuya Mishima, a central character in the Tekken series. And then at the bottom, there's like a little bio about this Kazuya Mishima. and it looks like he's a fighter in a video game, and there's vital stats, and then in the vital statistics, it's like height, weight, age, likes, his father's hateful looks, hobby, collecting sneakers,
That's sick.
work made, making trouble for his father. So like one of his hobbies in the game, like as his bio is collecting shoes, which they
That
probably
makes
just put
these.
in there like
I
super
mean,
long ago when this came out, and then never thought about it. And now it's getting a shoe, but
that's cool. That's actually awesome.
super nichey like this.
Yeah.
I like,
dude. But if you like it, you like it, and I love that for you.
Mhm.
Like, I'm so hyped for Flex. I hope he gets a pair of these.
He will. He will.
For sure. For sure. Next on the list, this makes so much more sense because we were talking about this. I think it was on the pod
trying
last
to figure
week.
out this for a while.
So apparently we're getting 2 pairs of the Anthony Edwards AE1s dropping on the 20th called I think it's the Ascent Pack. So we're getting a high and a low. The high is a little bit darker.
First low we've seen to the public.
Which is crazy. I'm like, this just doesn't feel like a first low to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like
think of what was the
to me the pink low would have been the best because that was the first one we ever saw. So it's kind of weird that they would preview the pink one and then have this one come out.
After a quick Google search, because the only reason I don't disagree with you, but I don't agree with you, is remember the Jordan 1? That's like the sneaker that started it all back in 1985.
Yeah.
Like there was lows back in 1985 that dropped. There was 2 original colorways: the white metallic blue, which is the navy 85s, and then the white and natural gray, which is the neutral grays. Now, the only reason I'm disagreeing with you is because I feel like I know quite a bit about sneaker history, and I just had to Google that to figure it out.
Yeah.
Even though those lows are pretty hyped, they're not like that metallic blue, like the navy blue is not like the premier low, but that was the first one that dropped, and they dropped a 2-pack after the Jordan 1 was already dropped. So I'm like, just get the lows out there, get the sick colors out there, and then when the AE2 comes out, I feel like we'll assess it as a collaborative effort, like the iPhone and the iPhone SE, like they're like this, or the iPhone 4 and the 4S, like it's one and the same, just a little different variation. So like the MX gray, I think is what we were calling these. Now they're just the Ascent Pack. They're both that kind of dirty looking vibe on the side with the dirt design, like the waves.
They're like the Yeezy slides. Or the Yeezy slides with the MX Yeezy sort of slides. Wavy look. So, I like both of these. I'm a huge fan.
These are both pickups, no doubt.
They're definitely easier to wear than like the pink ones. So that makes sense to me.
You know what I'm noticing too is if you look at the sock liner on the lows, that looks like a little satin, like a premium sock liner. Where in the high top, it was just the material just went all the way to the top.
That's very interesting. Well, I'll let you know what the material is when we get back from LA.
What does that mean?
You know, there's something en route.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
I might have to chat with you after this about that.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'm getting a few of them. Both.
We'll talk.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll see.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm hyped about it. I know Bailey and I have even talked about doing a low on these as a cleat. So
it would be so sick.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah, pretty cool there. Let's switch it up. New Balance.
Whitaker Group. This one confused me, dude. I'm not going to lie. But I forgot that the Whitaker Group has already done a New Balance collaboration. Because when, I think Riblets was the first one who posted the photos of these. And he sort of tagged it as like social status and not the Whitaker Group. So in my head, I was like, can social status work with New Balance? Don't they have like a pretty in-depth deal with Nike? which Alma Manir has Jordan Brand, Social Status has Nike, and I guess Whitaker Group can just do whatever. So they're all under the same umbrella, but they're all under the Whitaker Group umbrella, which is funny, I guess, how all that works out. But yeah, these are not my favorite. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were okay.
I've seen people post about them.
Yeah.
I just chalked it up to another 1906. I don't know. I'm getting a little worn out on the 1906s, just a little bit.
Yeah.
We talked last week that we were waiting for a miss on the 1906s. I'm not saying this is a miss, but it's just not a hit.
There's an audience for it. There definitely is. I like the pair on the right more that has the yellow and red. But like at the end of the day, like I would never rock that. But I feel like if you look back at all the different Whitaker Group New Balances, I don't think any of them are a hit, in my opinion. And I'm like, I think they're just for like a different audience. They seem more like not kids, but maybe it is more of like a women's and kids sort of tailored release where they're just not as serious and they save the serious stuff for more Social Status and Alma Manier, where it's more like luxury. This is luxury, blah, 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 blah. The narrative they're trying to spin. But they're all right. Sort of the same feeling with this next one on the list, the Invincible and N Hooley. Is it Hooleywood? New Balance 1906U?
I went with Hooleywood.
Yeah. These I don't mind, but they just look like a generic GR. So it's like, but I think all of their collabs have looked similar to this. So I don't really expect.
I've not looked at these as much as I'm looking at them now, and I like them. Like you get the New Balance text on the toe box.
Right?
The big thing is it looks like a leather sock liner, which looks really nice.
It's true.
I like the laces. It looks like you even get 1906U on the inside toe cap.
So it's not a bad pair, but just the color blocking they
like
always use. Pretty basic.
Back, but yeah, these ain't bad.
I'd rock them. They'd be my dailies.
I would too. Yeah.
Then I think last but not least, dude, a lot of people are talking about these, and I just don't really get it. So we have two new Joe Fresh Good New Balance 990 V6s. It's a 2-pack. They're just all one color. So we have a baby blue one, and then we have an all red one. The red one we don't have photos of yet, although we did have a leaked photo from a few weeks or months back. I don't know. Would you rock? It's not for me.
It's a rip off of the NoTwoWays.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Exact same blue color, is it not?
Yeah, that is very true.
I'm not saying they ripped it or anything, but I mean, it's the same blue.
That is true. I don't know. All solid color sneakers, when it's a brighter, like primary color, it's not for me.
Hard to rock.
Yeah. The blue definitely would be easier than the red, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm sure they'll sell out. They'll resell like crazy.
Not knocking Joe Fresh Goods, but I've never been like, ooh, I really need that from him.
Go to StockX. Go to GOAT. I want to see. Let's take a look. Because I'm curious. You may be right. Or speaking for me as well. Like I can't really think of any. I like the belly pack, but I wouldn't have rocked any of them.
They're not my style. We got the performance art, the light pink, the light green, the light
Those
blue.
I loved. I will say the green 993s were tight.
The Joe Fresh Goods Kawais that came out, I really liked. The Among Us. Again, it's a Kawhi. I never liked the outro or intro pack. The Stuntmans I like, the 650Rs that were limited to 500 pairs. I like those because they were limited. They were all numbered.
And the quality was
That's about
sick.
it. The Little Swamps, I had those. Sold them. The Thousands, New Balance Thousands. Not a fan of those. Amongst Us, another one I had. Not a fan of that. Outside Clothes, had those. Not a fan of those. The 992 Anatomy of a Heart old shoe that came out in 2020. Not terrible.
I never understood the hype for that one. Like
They're
it's all
ridiculously
right.
expensive.
I know. And I'm just like, it's all right. I would never.
No. 9060s.
Pass.
Very. It's just like his whole color scheme is Easter colors.
Yeah. And that's what I
not
think
my
every
vibe.
time.
550s even like it's a sale color, but it's like Easter vibes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a pastel person.
Same.
But
And that's okay.
for people that are, I bet they love them.
Yeah. It's just not for us.
Not for me, man.
Ugh. That's pretty much it, dude. I think that's all she wrote. Next episode will probably be together in the same room, which will be exciting.
In person live next week. I'm thinking rough. We do a normal episode in person, and then maybe we get one or two interviews as well. So
yeah, that would be tight.
We'll play it by ear, but that's kind of the tentative thought. So if you guys have any people that you want to see that we're not thinking of already, just shoot us a DM.
Let us know. Thank you all for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Peace out.
Peace.